and welcome everyone. My name is Kartika and you're watching SynchroShakti. Today I want to share with you a one-step method to attract money a lot quicker, which means within the day or within the next few days into your life. Now you want to do this with a pure vibration. I don't usually encourage overnight fast techniques on this channel because there's a lot of value in learning and growth and alignment which comes with divine timing. But sometimes there are emergencies and we need money immediately, and this technique works for that. So the technique is very simple. The technique is to feel in your heart the feeling of a love that money has for you. This loving, juicy, vibrant feeling of money having entered into your life right now. So let's say you want to attract a certain amount of money. You choose in your mind right now, choose amount of money you want to enter into your life within the next couple of days. Now, I want you to feel that amount of money's love for you in your heart. That amount of money loves you and is now entering into your life and is surprising you. How does that feel? That the money is now entering into your life and surprising you. If you can feel that feeling in your heart and feel its love for you, that it's loving you, it's hugging you, it's caressing you, it's arrived, it has surprised you, that feeling, that is the technique. Now I'm going to give you a few case studies to exemplify this. So the first case study is of one of our students, Mr. Leroy Stone. If you're a SynchroShakti Academy student, you already may know him. He's quite a star in our academy. So what Leroy would do is he would experiment with this energy by going to the casinos and playing the slot machines. So he would go in the morning time, so 3-4 in the morning when there weren't other people. So his energy was a lot more focused and not distracted. And he would assume the feeling in his heart of large sums of money appearing in his life lovingly, a yummy energy of money arriving in his life and feeling the love of that money for himself, right? Money's love for him. And that energy he would feel and then play the slot machines. And when he'd play the slot machines from a very calm and focused, surrendered space, he would actually win. And he'd send me these messages on my WhatsApp showing me his winnings for the day. And a couple of days ago, he sent me a message when I mentioned, like we were doing a YouTube live, I think, and he was there. And I was telling everybody about his story of the slot machines when he was at the casino, and he knew that he was doing this, but sometimes we forget about our own manifestations, our own powers, because we manifest so much and then we forget all about it and then we go back into victimhood. So he decided, you know what, let me go back and experiment again. And he does the same experiment and he goes to the casino and he walks away with $1,000+, which is some people's monthly incomes, which he made within a short time of going into the casino. Now, I'll give you another case study. I want to share screenshots of what he has shared with me over the years. And I also want to now share another case study, and this one is of myself. So many years ago, maybe about 3 years ago or so, 3-4 years ago, our family went on a trip, an extended family. We went on a trip and we all decided to play Tambola and Teen Patti. These are basically, it's like bingo and poker. And usually, me being one of the younger, I'm not the youngest, but one of the younger people in the lot, you don't assume that the younger people would win over the older people, because the older people, it's just psychological thing, right? You look at the older people around you, your parents, your uncles, your aunts, as the more they're more elder, so they, money comes easier to them, and you're the child. How are you going to win? You're just the kid, right? Kids don't win, elders win. That was a block in my head. And many years ago, when I was, I don't know how many years old, maybe I was 10 or around 10 years old, I had a pretty traumatic experience around Tambola. I was in a public space in a military mess, in a military club, okay? And they were playing Tambola, and I thought I won. And I screamed out saying I won, or whatever the word was. I screamed it out, and there were hundreds of people, and they all paused to look at me, and they all thought I won. But when my dad or someone who checked my paper, I didn't win anything, and I thought I won. And everybody was so like, they're so mad, like so disappointed. And it was such a trauma for me. And I still remember that day. I kind of zoned into myself, like, oh my god, he's such an idiot, like what the hell is wrong with you? I really thought I won, but I didn't. And I remember the trauma around Tambola for me, and I never ever won in Tambola ever again, until this day when we went to that family travel event. So Tambola was being played, my dad was calling out the numbers, and I was closing my eyes, and this, I knew that I had trauma around it. I knew I had a belief system that I'm not going to win. So I decided because I was aware of the belief, you can break the belief, and I decided I'm going to close my eyes, and I put the belief aside. I literally took it like put it to the side, and I assumed the feeling. I closed my eyes and visualized myself winning, celebrating, dancing like a monkey around the room, because to me I see this dancing around like a monkey in the room as a way to pull up my vibration to a very pure space where I'm in that purest vibration of celebration. No doubts, no nothing around. And I did that, and I won. First I won one round, I think, and I think I eventually won. This is a few years ago, but I think I eventually won the whole house. It's called house year, when you win all of the it's bingo, right? You win everything. And I was so elated, and I told, every time I was winning, I was telling them, I was looking to the left and I was telling them, I use law of attraction, I visualized this, just now I visualized. And everyone's looking at me like, what is she saying? But I was like, Kartika, you did it, you proved the law of attraction, my god, you did it. And I won also, I think, in the next games that I played. So point being, it's a pure vibration. So the issue with us is we don't hold a very pure vibration. We have a lot of counter thoughts, counter vibrations in the way. But if you can manage to get a pure vibration of love of money in your heart, the love of money, not your love for money, money's love for you, money's love to supporting you, money's love of arriving so gracefully in your life. If you can hold that vibration purely, you will attract it a lot quicker. Within the day, within 2 days, it will come. In our groups, we always see things where people are aligning themselves to money, and on the same day they're receiving money. If you're going to practice this technique just for a few seconds today, or you did it with me in the video, just comment below, money loves me. And finally, I do want to plug in that on the 25th at 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time, I'm hosting the very last episode, or the very last edition of the Align to Abundance webinar ever. This is the last one for the year. This is the last one ever. And a lot of people, we've been training for 10 plus years. A lot of people said this was the best money webinar we ever gave, because we gave back 12 practical exercises for you to do at home. So even though it's a webinar, at the end of the webinar, we do open a small window for people to join us for our live 5 a.m. money attraction sessions that we're doing in December. But the webinar itself had 12 take-back exercises, practically guided exercises for you to take home and practice and attract a lot of money. So if attracting a lot of money is for you, you're ready for it, you're open for it, please come for the webinar. It's the very last one that we're ever doing in history, because after this, we'll be moving on to new things. Please go ahead and register in the description box. 25th, that's Thursday, 8 p.m. to about 9:30, 9:40. Get yourself ready, because this is a very in-depth class, not for the light-hearted, for the very dedicated people. come. I will be happy to serve you with all my knowledge, and I look forward to seeing you in that webinar. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. And of course, if you're going to practice this, go ahead and comment below saying money loves me. I love you. Thank you so much for joining. And namaste.